Hello. Hello, friends.
Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? Hello.
Wednesday.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Nursing School Show,
Ask me anything.
where you ask us anything.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My hair is still wet because I just got out of the shower.
It's Christina.
Hello.
Matthew.
Welcome.
Welcome. For those that are new, we answer nursing school related questions, help you gain confidence,
And
answers,
pass
nursing school,
Yup.
do other things well in nursing school, all
Have
the
a
things
life.
nursing school. If you have any questions, go ahead and pop them in the comments below. We will look at them. We'll see what will help as many people as possible. We'll
Matthew
answer
will.
them. Yes, I capture them. I catch them.
Right. Catch them.
I catch them and put them in my pocket.
Keep them forever.
There's that song, right? And put it in my pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Never let it fade away. Yeah. But we'll get
Something
those
like
answered.
that.
We'll get those answered.
Oh, catch a falling star.
Catch a falling star. Catch a nursing school question.
Catch a nursing school star.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That is funny.
All right.
Welcome, friends.
Should we get into it?
Let's get into
Because there's
it.
questions coming through fast
Okay.
and furious.
And we thought it would be fun if we do rapid fire. What do you think is wrong with Matthew's eye?
Should we start with that? Here, hold on. Take a look. Take a look, everyone.
Take a look.
Nursing-related question.
Nursing-related
What happened?
question. What
What happened to me right here? Right here, what happened?
That is so funny.
Let me know.
So it's not infected. It's just swollen. And it
There you go. Let me know. What do you think? What do you think?
Anyway,
or what are the
it's not
steps?
a real question.
What are the steps? How do you do it? What do you ask me? What do you
Someone
ask
said
me?
Sister sty.
Assist a sty?
Yep. We're thinking. Oh well. Okay. Yeah. I guess are we gonna keep rolling with this?
Yeah. Why not? Just for a little bit. Just for a little bit.
Awesome. Okay. We'll let the guesses keep coming in.
Yeah. Or yeah. Do you have quick questions for me? I
But
can
honestly,
answer questions.
To be honest, we don't know exactly what's going on with it. He has like eye problems, man. Like serious eye problems. So
I have issues. I have problems.
I have issues. So this happens periodically. Like we were guessing probably a few times a year, like once a quarter, maybe once every 2 months. This happens to his eye. It gets super swollen and it can happen on both sides. And even crazier than that, my friends, even crazier than that, Matthew gets bubbles in the back of his retina.
That's crazy. That has
What?
I'm pretty sure that has nothing to do with this. But I like this one so far. Did you get hit with a football and stung by a bee at the same time?
Yes. How did you know? That would be the coolest, actually, explanation. Well, you should see the other guy.
Yeah, you should really just see the other guy.
You should see the other. That is so funny. So he gets bubbles in the back of his retina, like fluid-filled bubbles. And it like pushes his retina forward. And so what does it look like? Your vision. Explain it. Explain what happens.
Oh, okay. With the bubble, not with this.
Bubble. Yeah.
Not with this, with the bubble. All right. So there's the bubble that pushes the back of my retina forward a little bit. And what happens is because I wear glasses, I am nearsighted, meaning that I can see things near, not far away. But when the bubble pushes up against my retina, actually my vision gets better in the middle of my eye. But around it gets worse.
Crazy, right?
So, yeah, that's a thing.
It's like, do they have a name for that bubble thing? What's the condition? Did they ever give it like a name?
I forget.
I should probably know this. I don't know if I actually looked at the documentation. Yeah. Crazy though. Like, bubbles in the back of a retina? Nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it happens. That's totally a thing.
If you guys think of any other questions to ask about this to clue us in.
I was thinking, someone says sinusitis or... Yeah, okay. Yep, you did say that. I was thinking that. Honestly, what my biggest guess is it's an allergy thing. I think it might be an allergy thing. other facts about Matthew
All
that
right.
you probably don't know
So
about.
a lot of questions are coming in. People getting all stressed about nursing school. Brandy, my final is in 4 hours. No questions at the moment, just anxiety. I should not be on Facebook. So if this helps alleviate your anxiety and stress, seeing my eye, look at this thing. Look at this thing. Just yeah.
Oh, and how long has it been around?
It started 2 days ago.
It started 2 days ago. It started on Monday, so it's been now 2 days.
Yep.
Yep.
So anyway, also saw a couple comments here and there about the membership community, and people are having fun in there. So thank you all to all the members that are joining in as well. So
that's a really good question.
What?
Hydrocortisone or cold compress help your eye? So
like, do I eat hydrocortisone? No. Again, not a nurse. Not a nurse. So you need to be specific.
I'm not going to put hydrocortisone on your eye.
Just kind of squirt it in there. Is that what we do?
No friends.
Okay.
No friends. But I was thinking cold compress. I don't think you've actually tried that yet. But the running water and the heat actually.
I did
help.
running warm water.
And that did help actually reduce it.
So
didn't it?
Yes.
Because I noticed like when you did it and then it like noticeably got better. So yeah.
All right. Well,
sweet.
Thank you all for the questions and trying to diagnose me. I'm sure it will get better. We'll see on Monday. So if you guys want to see what the eye looks like on Monday, if you're on YouTube, be sure to hit subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified, and then you can see what my eye looks like on Monday.
That's funny. Candace, you broke out in hives yesterday because you were so stressed. Yeah, that's
Am I stressed?
Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, I actually have heard that before.
Okay. Well, let's jam on these questions, and then I saw a couple questions come in, so let me write those down while we jam on this first stuff. Okay.
Do it.
General questions about how to study for pediatrics. What's the most important thing about pediatrics? Pediatric tips, and then even into a little bit of postpartum and maternal stuff as well.
Okay. So postpartum maternal stuff.
Yeah.
Pediatrics.
Yep.
Okay. So
very general things.
Here's the thing with pediatrics, maternal, labor and delivery, all of those things. I often think that nursing students think that they're totally different. They're totally different than anything you've ever learned about before or done in nursing school, which the topics, yes, are different, but the study strategies still stay the same. So you're still going to focus on the 4 main categories that we always talk about: pathophysiology, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. Those are the 4 main categories. So this goes for critical care. This goes for mental health. This goes for labor and delivery complications. This goes for pediatrics. This goes for med surg. This goes for fundamentals, everything you're studying in nursing school. Those 4 main categories you're going to want to focus on: pathophysiology, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. So when you are studying for a pediatric disorder, let's say asthma, you're going to focus on those 4 main categories. If you're studying for labor and delivery, any of the gestational diabetes, right? 4 main categories. You have to know what's going on, what are the signs and symptoms, what are you going to assess for, and what are the interventions you're going to do to help it, right? So those are the 4 main categories. Now, one of the biggest golden nuggets that I can give you is that the pathophysiology is the foundation for everything. The foundation for everything is the pathophysiology. So if you don't understand the pathophysiology first, here's what's going to happen. You are going to have to then go and memorize just a list of signs and symptoms, nursing assessments, and nursing interventions. But that's not helpful for you, right? Because memorizing a list is not going to help you critically think and be able to critically think on your exams. However, if you do it the way we teach, learn the pathophysiology first. You have to understand what is going on in the body. You have to understand what's going on in the body first with the patient. And then you'll be able to critically think oh, that's happening in the body. So yeah, of course, these signs and symptoms would happen. That makes sense as they relate back to the pathophysiology. Okay, and then if those signs and symptoms are happening, if that's the pathophysiology, then I would need to assess for these things. And then I would need to do these things for my nursing interventions. Do you see what I'm saying? It all connects back to the pathophysiology. So once you understand that patho first, it's going to make learning all of those other 3 things of the 4 things, the other 3 things, the signs and symptoms, the nursing assessment, and the nursing intervention. It's going to make it way easier for you. So much easier. I can't even say that. I really want you to be studying this way, friend, because it's game changing. Hello, Dawn. I just joined the membership.
Yeah, go
love
ahead and
the way. Oh,
yeah, go ahead and do that one.
I love your way of teaching. Love it. Oh, question. How do you know what to study when your instructor doesn't make the test? The college does. Such a good question. It goes back to these 4 main categories: pathophysiology, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. Those are the 4 main things that you have to focus on. Even if your instructor doesn't teach for the class, even if they don't know what's going to be on the exam, they didn't write the exam, it's a test bank, you're in an ATI or a HESI program. Friends, if you are in an ATI or HESI program, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Can you please put up a hand emoji?
Hand emoji. And this goes to also, Stacy just asked this in relation to what you were just talking about of pediatrics, newborn, everything. It comes down to those 4 things. Stacy specifically said ATI finals. Any help for maternal newborn ATI final?
Here we go, Stacy.
So there you go.
Raise your hand if you are in an ATI or a HESI program, or even if your instructors do not write your exam. This goes for all y'all out there. If your instructors do not write your exam, or you're in an ATI or a HESI program, these 4 main things are what you are going to want to focus on. Think back, friends. If you've taken an ATI or a HESI exam or a test bank exam, or even done NCLEX practice questions, think back. What do they test you on? And they test you on those 3 things: signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. And you're probably thinking right now, wait, Christina, you forgot one. There's a 4th one. It's pathophysiology. You're correct. However, you will not often be tested on the patho. However, you need to understand the pathophysiology first to then understand and critically think the other 3 categories. Does that make sense? So those 4 main things are what you're going to want to focus on. If you're in an ATI program, a HESI program, any test bank, nursing practice questions, whatever you're doing. However, your tests are structured. Those 4 main categories: pathophysiology, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. Gold right there, my friends. Gold. Brandy, ATI, Jamie, yes. Ashley, hello. Nurse Brown, welcome. Lauren, hello. Allie, hi. Okay, lots of ATI. Maria, ATI. Lauren, ATI. Maria.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are talking about ATI.
I don't see any HESIs. Do we have any HESI? Who's in a HESI?
Yes, there's a HESI that I did see.
Oh, where did that go?
Evita, our school just started us on the HESI for extra learning.
Perfect. Okay, so we do have one HESI with all the ATI. Sweet. Naya Deagle, hello. I appreciate you guys. Glad I joined your study system. Sweet. I'm glad you got it too. Fantastic. Hashtag team awesome. Brittany, you're in HESI. Okay, Allie, you're in ATI. Oh, Jamie's in HESI and Latoya is in HESI. There you go. Final is on Monday, Ashley. Okay. So we do have a mix of HESI and ATI. So HESI and ATI are going to be fairly similar to each other. They are just supplemental programs that your nursing school will use to help accelerate your knowledge, help you learn it better. It's like a curriculum, right? It will help you get more prepared for the NCLEX. And so there's a couple pros to this. So the biggest pro is that if you are in an ATI or HESI program, and let's say you bombed in the beginning, totally like not good on those exams, but then you keep getting better, that's exactly what we want to see. If you keep getting better through your ATI and your HESI program, and by the end of your program, you're like, yes, I got this. Like you keep getting better, your scores keep improving, and then you're going to be fine for the NCLEX. As long as, you're reaching their thresholds of, NCLEX, whatever. What do they call it? Like the standards or something, they give you that scale, what's their confidence level on, if you'll pass or not. So just as long as you're improving through your ATI or HESI program, you will be very, very, very prepared to take the NCLEX. The downside of being in an ATI or a HESI program is that your instructors don't know what's on the exam. It's a test bank. And so that means that the exams that you take for an ATI or HESI program, those questions are pulled from a test bank, and your instructors don't necessarily know what questions are going to be on there, which is why we have to study and focus on those 4 main things, because that is what those test banks are going to test you on. Pathophysiology, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. So friends, if I can tell you anything, if I teach you anything in life, let it be this. Not totally, actually. I have other things that I'd like to teach you, but this is a big one too. Pathophysiology, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. Focus on that while you study.
So back to you saying that it's a test bank, Stacy was just saying, I just feel that with ATI, there's so much stuff that we weren't taught in class or even heard of. Took the MedSurg ATI final on Monday, and it was rough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's a test bank. So it's not necessarily sure what questions you'll get or what the teacher doesn't know. It's just a test bank that you get. So just keep going through it, right?
And that's exactly right. Yeah. The questions are tough. The questions are tough for ATI and HESI. They're supposed to be. Like, if they were easy, then you would have real struggles with the NCLEX. Like, would you rather struggle now in nursing school and figure it out while you have nursing instructors and you have us here for you and you have, our team here for you and you have your classmates here for you? Or would you rather struggle when you're sitting taking the NCLEX all alone? Right? I don't think so.
So it goes back to one of our core things that I talk about anyway, is that really what is nursing school for? It's to prep you to become the best nurse ever. So yes, it's good that you are struggling and practicing in this environment, this kind of structured environment or practice, quote unquote, practice environment, so that you can get over all those struggles and that you will feel confident later on. So yeah, the questions are tough. Questions are rough. But that's all by design. So just keep getting through it. Just keep pushing through it.
Yep, absolutely.
Lisa was asking, with knowing those 4 things, like you said, back to the 4 things, patho, signs and symptoms, assessment, interventions. What is your suggestion how to study those? Like make up flashcards?
So good. So you can do it a few different ways. Who's in our membership community? Raise your hand if you are in our membership community. A lot of you guys are on. I'm seeing comments coming in. You joined last week. You joined. Who's in our membership community? If you are in our Nursing SOS membership community, we do such a fantastic job of helping you critically think. We put the pieces together for you so that you don't have to struggle to try to figure it out yourself. Getting lots of hands raised. Me, everybody's like, I'm in there. So if you are inside our Nursing SOS membership community, you have the blessing and the opportunity to look up on your dashboard, look at all the courses, everything, and you'll notice right away that we divide the disorders and, med-surg stuff, fundamental stuff, fluid and electrolyte stuff. We divide it into these 4 main categories: pathophysiology, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. We tell you why the signs and symptoms happen, why the nursing assessment, why we have to do those things that we do, why we do those nursing interventions. And we relate it all back to the pathophysiology. So we help you connect the dots. We help you connect the dots between all those concepts. So if you are inside the Nursing SOS membership community, studying for you is going to look a lot different than someone who hasn't joined yet. So if you're inside our Nursing SOS membership community, watch the videos. I would recommend, because we basically give you all the answers. Flashcards, make concept maps, and we have actually a really great concept map. It's inside the study system. I think it's inside the study system. Did I put it in there? I think I did.
I think there's an example of
concept map inside the study system for you. So in the study system inside the Nursing SOS membership community, check it out. So do those things, like what I always I always did in nursing school, teach someone else, flashcards, whiteboards, teaching, like I said, teaching someone else, make concept maps, draw pictures. If you're a Nursing SOS member, if you have any questions or just want to bounce things off of a nurse, you can submit a tutor form inside of our community. So go to it's in the bonuses section, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bonuses on your dashboard, click on bonuses and click on tutor form. And then type in your question or just say like, hey, I just wanted to, double check this with a nurse. Like, what do you think of this? Is my train of thought correct with this or something, and submit it off. And a nurse on our team will get back to you within 24 hours. Come on. So amazing, friends, right? So you're not doing nursing school alone. It's like we are really holding your hand through nursing school. Okay. If you are not inside the Nursing SOS membership community, totally fine. We have a lot of great videos on YouTube, just not like a tiny fraction of what we have in the membership community. So I would start there on our YouTube channel. And then I would also just challenge yourself to do what we do inside the membership community. Connect all those things back together. I'll walk you through how to do this in the nursing school study system, actually. So it's on page 34 of the study system if you have it. We walk through the 4 main categories, but you want to challenge yourself to connect the dots back. So you can write it out, whiteboards, like I said, flashcards, like we said, teach it to someone else, but you want to connect the signs and symptoms, the nursing assessment and the nursing interventions back to the pathophysiology. That's the key. So make sure you understand the pathophysiology first. And then as you're studying, as you're writing things out, as you're learning, challenge yourself. How does this connect back to the pathophysiology? How does this connect to each other? Things like that. And also, I want to mention, we do have a critical thinking cheat sheet for you that will walk you through 9 key critical thinking questions to ask as you're studying in nursing school. So definitely check that out. If you go to nursingschoolofsuccess.com/critical thinking, check that out. If you're in the membership community, it's in there for you under the cheat sheet database. There's a whole cheat sheet database for you inside the membership community. So you don't have to go download it again.
Yeah. So I just want to tack onto that really a lot of nursing is critical thinking. So you're going to be expanding your knowledge, and really it's pushing you out of your comfort zone to move beyond simple memorization, which is good for some things like rote memorization. We've talked about that. But concepts like this about the different disorders and the patho and signs and symptom assessment intervention delve more into critical thinking, which is what Christine is talking about, connecting the dots. So all of this is really getting you to understand how to critically think about something. So no matter what the topic, you apply these same principles and it works. Mm-hmm. So critical thinking is really what you tried to get to. How to critically think is what you're getting to. So specifically with those 4 topics, with the connecting the dots, like Christina said, you start with the pathophysiology. How does your body work? How does everything work? Right. And then connect the dots out of that to, okay, now that you know that, what are the signs and symptoms? How does it relate back? Assessment, how does it relate back? Interventions, how does it relate back? So you're not just thinking to yourself, oh, assessment for this disorder. Now I need to think back through in my mind and think, okay, what are the 5 things that I've memorized for this? You don't need to do that anymore because you think, oh, this is a disorder. This is for the cardiac system. Oh, I know the cardiac system works this way. So when something is a little bit off, then this is what I do. So it's really moving towards critical thinking, connecting the dots away from just, okay, these are the 5 assessments that I need to do. Oh, these are the 3 interventions I need to do. Because if you have to do that for every single disorder, that's way too much raw information. It's a lot easier to understand the methodology around it so that you can tie it back to what really matters, the patho and all that. And then you can kind of build your way back up. So no matter what disorder, even a disorder that you've never heard about, even the ATI questions, the test banks, the questions that you have never heard of, the systems you've never heard of yet, you can still use those core concepts, that core critical thinking of connecting the dots, and then figure out a best guess for what could be going on.
Absolutely.
Stacy, you mentioned that you were part of the membership and you did unsubscribe or unjoin is your term, because I was using too many resources. Is that a thing? Because there's already so many books and tools. That is definitely a thing. Definitely a thing. You need to find the thing that works for you. If it is the Nursing SOS membership community, great. If it's not, go with something else. So if what we were teaching or how we're teaching or the way that Christine is putting it was not helping you, definitely we don't want you to stay in a membership if there's other things out there that help you better. So definitely find the thing that helps you. But yes, is there such a thing as using too many resources? Yes, there is.
Absolutely.
So find the things, the 2, 3, whatever things that work for you and focus on using those materials for sure.
Do not divide your time among 10 different YouTube channels, 10 different textbooks. Do not do that to yourself. Do not do that to yourself. Actually, I think I talked about that in the study system as well. We've talked about that a lot before. Focus your energy on resources that you find are the most effective for you. And so inside our membership community, for a lot of students, that's the most helpful for them. So you don't have to then read the 10 textbooks word for word that you've been assigned, right? Because you can just pull up a video and I will teach it to you inside the membership community. So that's how we do that there. But if that's not helpful for you, if you don't like watching videos or listening to audios or things like that, and a textbook works for you, then do that. Everyone learns different ways. So, that's why there's so many different, someone mentioned Quizlet. There's a lot of questions about Quizlet.
This is really great too. I'm just going to throw this out too, that our community, whether it's in the membership or not, just in the comments, you guys are so uplifting and so helpful to each other. People commenting about different other methodologies. Quizlet is one that was being tossed around. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Victoria, you had mentioned something about concept maps a while ago. So sorry guys, the comments are going so fast. So Victoria, I think you mentioned something on YouTube about concept maps. Totally, I want you to try that. You said you were not using those right now, but I would highly recommend starting to use those. It can really just help bring it all together. On Instagram, you're asking for the URL for, I'm assuming, the critical thinking cheat sheet. So it's nursingschoolofsuccess.com/critical thinking. That's the one you're going to want to go to. Our website is nursingschoolofsuccess.com. And so check it out. You're going to love it.
And so I was just thinking too. So, some people are asking, how do I sign up? How do I join the membership? So we are on launch schedule. So we just launched recently. So right now it's closed.
Yeah, it opened. Yeah.
The best way to do it is get on the wait list, nursingschoolofsuccess.com/waitlist, and you'll be the first to know. If you're new to this channel or new to us and would like to know a little bit more about how Christina teaches, definitely our YouTube channel is a great place to start. Our lives, hit the subscribe button and bell. And whatever we talk about on live, this is us. This is Christina's personality. This is how she teaches. So if you're into that, and if it helps you that way, then that might be a signal that maybe what's in the membership would help you too. The other way is we just started boot camp webinars again, right?
Yes.
So if you sign up for that, you can kind of see again more about how Christina is talking, how Christina teaches, and see if that's the way that you connect the dots that way and that you learn. So we just started releasing
boot camp I totally webinars. Forgot. We have a brand new boot camp for you guys. I can't believe I totally forgot. It's amazing. Okay, so here's where you go. nursingschoolofsuccess.com/bootcamp. BOOTCAMP. One word. nursingschoolofsuccess.com/bootcamp. Do it right now. So good. I cannot even tell you. I cannot even tell you.
So if you're curious about how Christina teaches more, that boot camp is it's around an hour long.
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Oh, 30 minutes. There you go.
If I talk fast.
There you go. You might need she talks fast. So
I talk fast.
There's a lot of info there.
30 minutes, maybe 40.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? People, okay, so here's the thing when you were saying, like, if you like how Christina teaches on YouTube, we get so many people that are like, I'm never listening to you ever again.
And that's the thing.
On our YouTube channel, people are
that's
like,
totally
this
a thing.
girl
I
needs
get it.
to chill. You're like, I totally get it. That's
Just
awesome.
saying.
That is so funny. Yeah, and people get upset at me for like, using my hands too much or, being too energetic.
Brandy, if you want to join the boot camp, you can. It is more for new
That's
people,
so
right?
funny.
The
Oh
boot
yeah,
camp.
yeah. The boot camp. Well, actually, what we have to do is we have to record it and then cut it down and put it in the membership is what because we've
Okay.
Did we already do that last year?
I don't know.
With the other one?
Brandy, if you want to, you can join. I don't think there's anything new in there that's not in the membership. So it's just kind of
I would do it.
Yeah.
I would join because it's so helpful and I love it. I love the boot camp.
We'll probably take the video and throw it in the membership at some point in time if it's not already in there.
Yep.
So
there you go.
All right. Well,
evolve.com.
For those just joining,
you're amazing.
We've been
thank you.
All over the place, but this is a nursing school show. We're answering nursing school questions. By we, I mean Christina. I'm Matthew. I'm just here just because.
Oh yeah, I think someone asked you if you were a nurse. You were not a nurse.
I am not a nurse. I am nurse adjacent. Nurse adjacent. So that is where I am at this point in time.
Great. That's awesome.
The
website for the boot camp is nursingschoolofsuccess.com/bootcamp. The link is also in my bio because you're asking on Instagram.
Oh, did you put that in the bio?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Okay. Very cool.
Sure. Yep.
Brandy, take care. 3.5 hours to your final.
Fun.
So,
okay, Brandy. Let me know. Let me know how it goes. You're going to do awesome, friend. Every time you say, I'm going to do, I'm so nervous, you always rock it. It's so funny. I love you. I love you, friend.
Oh, so Stacy, I'm just a hands-on person. Being online is killing me. I just don't have the self-motivation or discipline. Yeah,
it's tough.
People have different learning styles. So yeah, definitely that learning style, it's tough. So we feel you for sure.
You guys are awesome. Love the energy. Oh, you're welcome, Stacy. I really, what I would really like to do, just because it makes me giggle. And the thing is, we get a bunch of hate mail on YouTube.
She does. I don't because
I do.
I'm just really here. I'm really nowhere else. So no one knows me. So I haven't gotten any yet.
But I get a bunch of hate mail on YouTube and other places in the world. And what I would like to do is condense it all into a PDF download or something for you so that you can have it. And anytime you feel bad about yourself, you could just say oh, wait, yeah, this happens to everybody.
Yeah, so we see that. I know that you guys have seen there's different TV segments of mean tweets or whatever. So Christine is thinking about putting together something like that.
Yes. Would you guys like a YouTube segment on Christina reads mean YouTube comments or Facebook comments or Instagram comments? Christina reads mean comments. Here's the thing. Not that we give negativity any time or space. That's not the point. The point is that if you in your life have an instructor who is trying to drag you down, or someone in your life, a friend, a family member who is trying to pull you down, I don't want you to ever think that you are alone in that. And so if I don't stand up and say, yes, I've been through it too, and here's what I did about it, then you might not know how to handle it. Does that make sense? I want to be the example for you on how to get hate mail, or, have people in your life doubt you or things, and then turn around and do it anyway, make something of yourself, right? I want to be that example for you so that you don't, we hear all the time, from nursing students, this nurse said this X, Y, and Z to me on the floor, or this nursing instructor told me told me to drop out or told me that I couldn't do it, or my dad, like, whatever situation, like someone in my family is telling me I'll never be a nurse. We hear those things all the time, all day, every day. We hear it all the time. And so I do not want you to feel like you are alone ever, because that happens to everybody. And so if I could be the example for you, that's what I'm going to do. Haters gonna hate. You're right, Stacey.
Taylor Swift. That's a fun song. Haters gonna hate.
Oh yeah.
I was also dancing to
that one. Yeah.
That one.
Okay. The shake song.
The shake song. The shake song.
That's so funny. That is so funny. I totally agree, Jess. Totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
For
sure.
Just take that negativity and channel it. You guys, I tell you what, if you listen to any of the, if you had an instructor in nursing school, who's telling you to drop out, I would highly recommend triple checking that, and then in a year or two, when you graduate, you can say, I'm glad I didn't listen. Right? Right. Amen to that.
All right. Pharmacology.
Okay.
We've got questions. Questions about pharm. Starting pharm in January. How do I prepare? Just pharm, what do I do? Annie says, hi, starting nursing school pharmacology in January. Should I be studying the drug classes now? So just general pharmacology.
Who is this now?
This is up here. So a bunch of people have been asking about it.
Okay. Lots of people.
Yeah.
Annie
Carter.
Hello.
Someone that I did not catch the name of.
Evita.
Yes.
Okay. So pharmacology. Here's the thing. Because you said you start nursing school pharmacology in January. Should I be studying the classes now? The drug classes. If you're starting nursing school in January, I would say absolutely not. Because I never recommend that you start studying nursing school topics before nursing school, with the exception of dose calc. If you are starting nursing school in January, if you are here with us today, welcome, and you're starting nursing school in January, the one thing you need to focus on is dose calc.
So
100%.
if you're just starting nursing school, then dose calc.
Yep. However, if you have been in nursing school for at least a term, you kind of know how it goes. You kind of know how the classes are structured. You kind of know how they test. Then I would say, yeah, there's a place for that. If you want to start studying the pharmacology classes, yes. I think that could be a good idea. However, I would definitely consider tapping an upperclassman on the shoulder. Find an upperclassman, someone who's one term ahead of you, and ask them how you can start studying now. What does that term look like? What do you have to do during that term? Like, what research papers are there? What are the topics that you are studying? Look at your class syllabus if you have it already, right? If your school has given you a syllabus, check that out. I would definitely focus your study time on based on what upperclassmen say. But, if you're starting pharm and what's coming already, then yeah, I would start studying your drug classes for sure.
Okay. So Annie said, yeah, I'm starting nursing school in January. So if you're just starting nursing school in January, then focus on dose calc.
Dose calc.
But yeah, for the other people that just talking about how do I study for pharm or how do I study pharm. So Annie already mentioned drug classes, but yeah, our methodology is definitely to study drugs by drug class.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
Along with that, Evita, you were saying that January is mental health for your nursing school. My biggest thing is always the drugs because I can't even pronounce the names. So yeah, a big part of mental health is drugs, and that goes back to pharm, which goes back to drug classes, etc.
Absolutely. Our school breaks up pharmacology with each semester. They just started doing that. I'll be starting my second semester in January. Finals week is next week. Woohoo! So that's how my program did it too. I did not have a separate one-off pharmacology course. It was divided up between all the classes. And I was just talking to our lead nurse on our team, Nicole. She's our lead nurse. And her and I were talking about it yesterday or 2 days ago. And she's like, yeah, that's the best way to go. It's the best way to do it. When you learn pharmacology throughout your entire program, it's so much better than having just one, because you just learn it more, right? You learn it as you go, as it applies and things. It makes way more sense to me. Way more sense to me.
So, Evita, you like Picmonics? Yeah, we've heard about did you ever use Picmonics?
No, I did not.
But I heard a lot about Picmonics. No. They help me remember stuff. Studying mental health drugs for January. So
Rilda, Adeline, I purchased the study system. However, when I click on the link, it takes me to a page that says the page isn't turned on yet. I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong. We had an issue a couple of months ago. So if you purchased the study system back in, let's see, when did we release it? August or September? We had a big website issue back in like September. So we resent you a new link. You should have received a brand new link about a month and a half ago? Something like that. That is a brand new link that you have the study system. If you're still having issues with it, please email us hello@nursingsos.com and we will get that over to you right away. So back in September, yes. So yeah, if you had purchased it back in the summer around there, we had a website problem in like September-ish. And so we fixed it, but you should have received a new email in like October or late September. So check that. If you cannot find it, that's totally fine. Just email us hello@nursingsos.com and we'll get it right over to you.
For sure.
There you
go. Abby, I got my first C on one of my exams. I'm so unmotivated and in the hole. I have my final on Monday for fundamentals. Any tips? Not in my nursing program. C's get degrees. C not in my nursing program. C's are failing.
Yeah,
B or you're out. So we. Yep. I think this is a topic that you've talked about a bit. I think it's been on your mind. So definitely wanted to pull that out. And let's talk to Abby. Let's talk to everyone that feels like they got a bad grade or didn't do as well as they wanted to and now are feeling in the hole and is in kind of this circular pattern of just feeling bad about yourself. Right. Feeling bad about it. We definitely don't want to stay there.
Absolutely. So, Abby, here's the thing that happens. When you don't believe that you can pass an exam or pass nursing school, you will stay stuck, you'll stay unmotivated and unproductive, and you'll procrastinate, right? I'm assuming that's been your experience based on your comment. So that's what happens when you don't believe that you can pass, when you don't believe that you can pass your program or pass this class or pass the next exam. We get stuck and we procrastinate and we do not study, right? Now, on the other hand, I do not want you to fall into that trap. It's self-sabotage. Do not fall into that trap of self-sabotage. What you need to do instead is notice that you're doing this. You've got to notice that you're doing this. And you have to start studying now. You have to make yourself do it. Because here's the alternative. Here's the alternative is that if you don't believe you can pass and you don't study, what's going to happen on your exam? You're going to fail your exam, right? However, if you give yourself the chance and you don't self-sabotage your success and you do study, you have a much better chance of succeeding. A much better chance of succeeding, right? If you actually study. So you have to find it inside of yourself. You have to find that willpower. You have to do it. Dig deep and study. Because the alternative is staying stuck where you are and procrastinating and then not doing well in your exam. which is what's happening anyway, right? If you already got a bad grade on an exam and you don't believe that you can do it, then you're just going to get a bad grade on the next one because you're not going to study. My life coach, Brooke Castillo, calls this failure ahead of time. You are literally failing before actually failing because you don't believe you can do it, right? I always like to use when we're watching Hallmark movies, I get a life coachy. And, you know, in like romance movies, oftentimes, you know, there'll be like this conflict and the, you know, the girl or whoever will be like, no, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to put myself out there because he's just going to reject me or whatever. Or the other way, like he's like, I'm not going to put myself out there. She's just going to reject me. You reject it ahead of time, failure ahead of time. You don't even give the person a chance, right? You don't even give yourself a chance to do well on your exam because you're not studying, right? It's failure ahead of time. Does that make sense? Oh, Abby, I'm so glad that makes sense. I needed to hear that. I got to tell you, friends, it's rough sometimes in nursing school. The willpower that it takes, the energy that it takes, the dedication and the drive that it takes to overcome these things is not a joke. It takes work. Takes dedication, and you will be better for it. You will. But you have to practice. You got to put in the effort, got to put in the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So definitely take it, put it to the side, learn, and get to work. It's tough.
Yep.
It's tough to keep working when you're not motivated, but what we mentioned before is motivation's not needed. It's helpful. It's nice to be motivated to do something, but at the end of the day, you can push through it. You just need to push through it. So the motivation will come back, but if you don't have motivation now, that's okay. Just do it anyway.
Do it anyway. Yep, absolutely. How much motivation does Christina have nowadays during the holidays to do anything other than eat Christmas cookies? Very little. I wish that I could just lay in bed and eat Christmas cookies and watch Hallmark movies all day, right?
And with Hallmark, there's enough movies to go around. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, no kidding. Enough Christmas movies for all of us. They never get old, though. I love them. You know, you just
they're all the same,
anyway.
But they never get old. They're all literally the same, but they never get old.
They never get old. We love them. If you're a Hallmark hater, don't send me hate mail. I will never agree with you.
It's great. It's great.
Hallmark's the best.
I like this question.
All right.
Hubaiba, I'm applying to a nursing school in January and writing up personal essays for the fast track 2-year BSN. Any advice on how to stand out? And I didn't copy it, but you said you're not worried about your grades at all. You're academically, you're doing great, which is awesome. You're just working on the personal essays. And is there any advice on standing out with personal essays? And I don't remember, did you have to do personal essays? Did you have to do anything like that?
No, our school was a point system to get into. So we, no, it's not like that.
Yeah. So do you have any thoughts about that? What are the personal essays about? Like, I'm kind of lost, and people out there, since Christina hasn't done it, maybe you can fill me in on what are these personal essays? What do you include? What is it? Is it just like it's a story of your life?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Knowing what's in there first.
Yeah.
Basically, I think kind of what it comes down to, more of a holistic approach to applications. So what do you have to include? Is there like a criteria for it? What's the criteria? Is it Ubeba? Am I saying that right? Ubeba? Yeah, what's the criteria for your personal leadership skills, extracurriculars, vision, passion? Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay.
Hubaiba. Hubaiba. Sorry, Hubaiba.
Hubaiba.
There you go.
Cool. Sweet.
All right.
Okay. Vision and passion, I can do, my friends. Queen of that over here. I think a really good question to ask yourself is, how can I add value to this school and to the profession? And so when you are applying to nursing school, think of the kind of nurse that you want to be. Think of how you want to add value to the profession. What does that look like for you? You know, why is it important to you? Why is nursing important? You know, just for starters, you know, things like that. And then I would tie in, like you said, they're asking for leadership skills and extracurriculars. Tie in your past experiences with that vision. So you can say, here's nursing. Here's why I think nursing is important. Here's why here's what I want to help with it, kind of thing. Not in those words, but here's how I want to add value to the nursing profession. And here is my background and how I can do that and how it relates. Does that sound good? Did you have anything to add to that?
I think that works really well. Yeah, when it comes down to it, how can you best serve others? That's what we ask ourselves too. How is the best way we can serve you guys?
Yeah.
All y'all.
All y'all.
All y'all. How is the best we can serve? In the same way, okay, what is to you, what is the nursing profession? And how are you able to serve or will be able to serve in that capacity? And then examples from your past on how you excel in those things.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
sweet. I'm glad
definitely.
That helped.
Okay. So my motivation was after having a great nurse midwife.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
Wanted to be a nurse. And then I had cardiac surgery and had a fantastic team of nurses. And that is when God said, go to nursing school. And when God tells you to do something, you do it.
So
so I did it.
So 2 stories right there, where there is an example of this amazing nurse that showed you what an amazing nurse is, enough to say, you know what, that is a way that I can serve people. And then go off that, which is sounds like what you were doing already.
Too.
So
I have a bachelor's degree. Nursing school was my 3rd college degree. And I have a bachelor's in something else too. That's fun.
I have useless degrees. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, you've never used them.
No, I have never used my degrees.
Funny.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, that is really funny. I love it. I love it.
Let me see. Candace, not sure if you're still on, but I did want to get to your question from YouTube. I have my last nursing exam and my finals on Thursday, along with a bunch of other assignments. I'm super scatterbrained and overwhelmed. Any advice? So overwhelmed, I get the one that I don't think we've gotten too often is the scatterbrained part of that.
Scatterbrained is a good phrase.
I'm scatterbrained and overwhelmed. Any advice with that? I think Candace is also the one that was getting stressed and also getting like hives from being stressed.
Was that Candace?
So yeah, I believe so. So
yeah,
so that is tough for the scatterbrain part and having multiple things. Do really planner, writing it out, sticking to a goal, sticking to a plan will help a lot. A lot of what the normal stress before it really gets to anxiety, but kind of normal stress is just having too much in your brain. So as much as you can get out of your brain as possible, the better. And so one of those things that you can definitely outsource the easiest is a planner. Put all your assignments in there, put the dates, backtrack, and then plan out your days so you don't have to think about it anymore. You just look at your planner, what's the next thing to do, and just do it. It only works if you actually look at your planner and you follow the planner and do it. But that is a way to get things out of your brain to kind of alleviate that pressure so that you can focus on studying, focus on doing other things. So that will help with the scatterbrain thing because it reduces. I like to say that really there's no multitaskers out there. Multitasking is a fallacy. You can do switching really quickly, but brains only focus on one thing at a time. So why not lean into that a little bit and just focus on one thing at a time? And what's that one thing? You put it in the planner. So that will help with your scatterbrain. Overwhelm and that feeling and stress, and even beyond that, anxiety. If it goes beyond it into anxiety, I know that we've talked about that, but any quick tips on that?
You know, the biggest, I think I agree with Matthew. We're at this point of the semester where I want to go more towards strategy and less to mindset, because a lot of you have finals this week and next, and you need strategies, right? Basically, what we need to do right now in the next 2 weeks, because you have finals coming up, all of these things happening right now, you have to dig deep and you have to find that willpower in yourself to keep going. There's no other option. It is game time, baby. Do it. Just do it like Nike. It is tough, friends. It is tough to go to nursing school and to have all of these things on your plate. And it's not like you get to nursing school and then life stops. You now have life and nursing school at the same time, and you have to balance those two. You have to juggle it all. So, like Matthew said, quick strategy things, planner, making sure you are planning your time, knowing when you're going to study, where you're going to study, what you're going to study. You know, make sure you make a plan. What are you going to study? When are you going to study it? And where are you going to study it? Make sure that you follow our finals tips for sure. Go to NursingSchoolOfSuccess.com. I don't have a finals thing. I don't have a finals URL in my head. Go to YouTube, type in Nursing SOS Finals. That's what I meant. Go to YouTube, type in Nursing SOS Finals or final exams. Watch our videos on how to study for finals. But you've got to find it in yourself to keep going. It's there. It's there. It's in you. Friends, let's be real. It's December of 2020, and you made it. You made it here. You're in nursing school. If you got to this point in December 2020 in nursing school, you can get through anything. I say that to moms too. If you've had a baby, you can do anything. Find it inside of you. I tell you, it's there. You are stronger than you realize. You've got this. With the clapping. So, like, sit in your exam. Here's what I want you to do. Sit in your exam.
Just start clapping.
And start clapping to yourself. Like, if you get to a question, you're like, I don't know the answer. Just say this. I've got this. Okay, like psych yourself up. I've got this. Right?
Look, Vita says that she talks herself up on the day of, which is perfect.
You gotta do it.
You gotta do it.
You gotta do it.
So yes, it is tough. It is stressful, but it's there for a reason. It's for you guys to become the best nurses that you can be. So
Katie,
that's
Nursing
really
SOS helped me ace all my finals. Yay. Nursing SOS finals helped me ace all my finals. That's funny.
Whitley,
I don't have any finals.
Hey guys, just joining for the first time. Hello, welcome. Hit the subscribe button and the bell.
Whoop, whoop.
I start nursing school next month and I'm freaking out. I'm worrying about books and what I could be studying now before nursing school starts. Before nursing school starts, dose calc.
Dose calc. NursingSchoolOfSuccess.com/dose calc.
That's it.
It is dose calc, right? It's not dosage calculations. I think that's
look.
too long. I think it's dose calc. NursingSchoolOfSuccess.com/dose calc. DOSECALC.
I don't see here, but yeah, I'm guessing it is.
It's in there somewhere on our list.
Scroll
down. No,
I don't see it.
I don't see it.
But yeah.
NursingSchoolOfSuccess.com/dose calc.
Yep.
It's there.
Learn the maths.
Yes, learn the math.
Yeah.
Abby, we made it. Amen. Amen, my friend.
For sure.
Seriously, it's one of those things.
And what do you recommend during winter break?
Hallmark movies and Christmas cookies.
So here's
lots of Starbucks.
Here's the thing. What we're here to do is to help you guys learn how to gain confidence, how to study everything the most efficient way possible so you can have a life in addition to nursing school. So you can have a winter break, so you can feel confident with your studies, that you can have time with your family, both during school and on your breaks. So what do we recommend on your winter break? First, get to your winter break. So work now, study now, get past your finals now.
Do it.
After that, give yourself the grace to have a little break.
Absolutely.
I don't know what we can do during this winter break, but do it.
Whatever you can do.
Hallmark movies.
Hallmark movies, stay in, staycation,
Like I said, there is a video out there for those that want to watch a vloggy looking thing for us on YouTube. A couple years back, we did do like the top 10 things we like to do on winter break.
That was fun.
Out of those 10 things, probably around 2 you can actually do now. Maybe we'll see. I don't remember
a few because I am more of a homebody.
We are more of a homebody, so maybe those will give you some good ideas.
If you go to YouTube, type in nursing SOS. What's it called? Winter break. Something like that. Nursing SOS winter break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go to YouTube and do that. We put out very few vlogs, but that is one of them. If you want to see the behind the scenes of our life. 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Which is a lot different than it was now.
Yeah, what we usually like doing on Christmas break. It looks a lot different than it does now, simply because
there's more of us.
We don't leave our house, and we multiplied.
Yes. It happens.
Our family multiplied.
It happens.
All right. So, funny friends, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day and week.
Join us again.
Mentioned before, join the nursing school boot camp.
Oh, yes.
NursingSchoolOfSuccess.com/boot camp.
Whitley, I know that I know there's a lot of other people, but thank you for commenting and saying that you're the first, or this is the first time. But if you are interested, go ahead and sign up for the boot camp to learn a little bit more about us, about Christina, about nursing school mistakes. It's the top nursing school mistakes.
Oh yeah, the boot camp?
Yes.
Yep, top nursing school mistakes.
So definitely good information since you're getting ready to start up.
That is the boot camp. Do it.
Anyone that is interested, NursingSchoolOfSuccess.com/bootcamp. All right, and join us again on Monday. At some time.
My friends, 9 a.m. Pacific. We'll see you then.
See ya. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, no. End.
Bye-bye, Facebook. Somewhere in there. Bye-bye.